the current AI can do. I'm going to play the video now. I want you to tell me if you are able to see the YouTube screen. Write down a yes in the chat box if you're able to see the YouTube screen. Perfect, great. I'm going to show you a video. This is a tool, a platform where with just a prompt, you can do, I want to call it magic. Just watch the video and tell me what is your honest reaction when you watch and when you see what the current AI can do. Here's the video, guys. That was the video, guys. Tell me, what do you guys think? Write it down in the chat box. What's your first reaction? Amazingly awesome, superb. Oh my God, epic. Can't believe. That's so cool. Interesting, marvelous. Yes, exactly. This was my reaction as well when I saw this. But you know what? This is nothing. This is just one of the many things that AI can do. I'm sure you all must have already started interacting with AI. In fact, very recently, Meta has launched Meta AI on WhatsApp as well. They have their own LLM model called Llama 3. You can see ChatGPT. All of these tools are slowly coming and getting incorporated in our life. And it is very, very important for us to know how to use these tools. And this masterclass is the place where you will learn everything about it. We've got a stellar community and, of course, a very thoughtful masterclass trainer like Avinash who's going to come and walk you through everything about it. But yeah, this is what the glimpse is, guys. Trust me, the picture is going to be even more better. Now, we are, like I said, here to learn 3 secrets of AI, 3 very important secrets of AI. Write down yes if you're here to learn the secret of how you can safeguard your future, how AI is evolving faster than we can imagine, and how to be prepared. And I want everybody to write down a yes if they're here to learn these 3 secrets. Write down a yes in the chat box if you're here to learn the secret of what is prompt engineering and why we need millions of them in just few months. Write down another yes in the chat box if you're here to learn the secret of 5 ways to make money using AI with less than 4,000 rupees of investment. I want everybody to write down yes in the chat box if they're here to learn these secrets. Perfect, great, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Now, we are all here to learn the secrets. We all want to grow, evolve, but it's very important to know with whom are we, sharing this journey. And the person with whom you're going to share this journey of, becoming better in this AI era is Avinash Madha. Avinash, when he was 17 years old, he got into 2 businesses. One was drop shipping and the other one was affiliate marketing. And unfortunately for him, he failed miserably in both these businesses. And to run these businesses, he had taken 10 lakh rupees of personal loan. But unfortunately, because his business could not generate any profits, he had a debt now of 10 lakh rupees. Imagine a 17-year-old boy having 10 lakh rupees of debt. It's huge. And naturally, you look up to your parents to help you out. But in Avinash's case, he came to know that his dad also had 30 lakh rupees of debt. What his dad did was help a cousin's business, but his cousin's business also did not take off. And he took loan of 30 lakh rupees to invest in cousin's business. But since the cousin's business could not take off, he had a loan of 30 lakh rupees on his head as well. Imagine a boy having 40 lakh rupees of debt, personal and family. no hopes. It's very tough to come out of that situation. And at that particular point of time, he came across a Forbes magazine where he saw the face of Kylie Jenner and the headline that said, youngest billionaire. And he thought to himself, what did she do to become the youngest billionaire? And he read her story, and he was fascinated by the fact that Kylie Jenner made billions of money thanks to Instagram, where she promoted her business, she distributed her products, and she made huge
Billions
amounts of
of
money out of
money
it. And
thanks
he
to
thought to himself,
Instagram, where
if
she
somebody can
promoted her
use
business,
Instagram as
she
a platform
distributed
to
her
go
products,
viral and to sell
and
products,
she
maybe
made
I can use Instagram as well to my advantage. If not billions, I'll make millions. And if not millions, I can at least, get rid of the 40 lakh rupees debt that I have on my head. So he spent time, and he spent 14 to 18 hours of work in understanding the Instagram tool better. He had some fan pages that he used to run, and he thought to himself how he can monetize these fan pages. While he was putting in 14 to 18 hours of work, his friends were teasing. They were laughing at him, trolling him. His teachers were complaining because he was not attending classes, and he was having a terrible CGP at that particular point of time. His parents were also not happy because they saw their son just wasting their time. They did not understand what he was doing, so naturally they had nothing to offer. And but Avinash, he kept going on. He kept believing in himself. He wanted to crack something, but he was not cracking it. He spent 4, 5, 6 months into it, but he was still not cracking it. His CGPA was low, the debt was still the same. And at that particular point of time, he came across this mentor called Pena. Peña is from a small country called Dominican Republic, and he was telling people about how they can use Instagram. He was sharing the secrets, tips, hacks of how they can use Instagram to generate income for businesses. And Avinash invested himself thoroughly in this. At that particular point of time, Instagram was the new cool. So Avinash kept himself in the race. He learned about everything Instagram thanks to Pena. He had to invest 70,000 rupees. He took literally borrowed for one last time from his close family members. And he said that, I'm going to need this money. So he borrowed that money. He invested in Pena's course. And in no time, ladies and gentlemen, he landed his first international client, who was Nick Peroni. And from there, the journey has been incredible. He successfully transformed Nick's business Instagram page. He brought, millions of revenue for them. And in no time, your Avinash got featured on the Times of India newspaper, where the headline said 19-year-old makes rupees 80 lakhs in 6 months through Instagram. He was everywhere at that particular point of time on the internet. And this is the kind of resilience, passion, determination with which Avinash operates. He is, not one of those kinds who gives up. He made his parents proud, got them a new car, got rid of the debt, and today he is cracking AI like anything. You can see he's everywhere on the internet talking about AI, and he's here today to help you all navigate through this incredible world of AI and help you become better individuals in your career, in your professional front, in your college academics. And I think we all must appreciate and acknowledge and welcome the presence of Avinash. I want everybody to welcome with your favorite emoji. Maybe it can be the clap emoji or your favorite word. Avinash, over to you.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Vishnu. Thanks a lot. It's been amazing that you always come and, give me a warm welcome. And thank you. Thanks a lot, guys, for all of the ones who are writing amazing messages. I'm just reading them. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Welcome, Avinash. Yeah, amazing.
I love the background in which you're sitting. I love it. And you're looking smart, by the way. I wish that everybody will have an amazing and fantastic time with you, Avinash. Rock it.
I love it. Wow. Thank you.
And you look
Thanks a lot,
smart, by the
Vishnu.
way. I
See you
wish
next
that
week. Bye-bye.
everybody will have an amazing and fantastic.
Perfect, guys. Perfect. How many of you are feeling super, super excited for this masterclass? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you are feeling amazing for this masterclass. Excited, amazing, perfect. So, I've been told that there were like almost 3,000 people that would attend this masterclass from 38 countries across the world. So would love to understand, where are you guys joining from? Type in the city that you're joining from. Type in the city, not country. Let's just see how many country people I could read out. London, Hyderabad, Kuwait, Pune, Bangalore, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Kuwait, Oman, Vijayawada, Pune, Hyderabad. Ongole, Warangal, Hyderabad, Karimnagar, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. It must be very late over there. Thanks for joining in. Mumbai, Toronto, USA, Spain, Kochi, Glasgow, never heard of it, UK, Memphis, Karachi, Rajahmundry, Hyderabad, Hoover, AL, never heard of it, Noida, Eluru, Nashik, Nagpur, Kanpur, Noida, Tirupati, Mumbai, Hyderabad. Wow, guys, we have global community right here, right now with Poddutur, Assam, Surat, Trishur, Gurgaon, Varanasi, Mathura, Kadapa, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, Kakinada. Wow, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I know this is not the perfect time zone for everyone and not even a perfect day because it's Sunday. And you, on a Sunday evening, choose to upskill yourself. That talks tons about yourself. How many of you believe you're at the right place at the right time to upskill on the right skill? Type in the word RRR in the chat box. And also type in the word RRR if you believe being at the right place at the right time once or twice in life could change everything in our life positively. Just life is about being at the right place, right time, taking a right decision all the time. How many of you agree? Type in the word RRR in the chat box if you absolutely agree with the statement. Amazing. Wow, wow, wow. So just like the movie RRR, if you want this masterclass to be a blockbuster experience, type the word BB in the chat box. BB blockbuster in the chat box. Type in the word BB in the chat box. Guys, be prepared. I'm going to ask you at least 400, 500 questions in the next 3 hours. Every minute, just be available in front of your laptop or in front of your keyboard. I am going to ask lots and lots of questions. The reason I want to ask a lot of questions is I want the knowledge of this masterclass to go into your brain, but not onto your brain. And take very, very good notes. Everything I say should be written with your pen and paper. How many of you have notes in front of you? Because the kind of definitions I'm going to share, the kind of analogies I'm going to share, the kind of tools I'm going to share in this masterclass is not available on the internet with a Google search or a YouTube search. Little difficult. And a lot of research papers has been referred to curate this masterclass in such a way that you'll enjoy to the best possible way. It's going to be slowly, steadily pacing up. So don't worry if you are even a completely beginner or an advanced person, everyone will have something to take from. So last and final question. Type in the word B if you're a beginner and type in the word advanced A if you're an advanced person when it comes to ChatGPT and AI. Type in the word A or B. A matlab like if at all you are spending like 4 to 5 hours every single day on AI or ChatGPT, then you could say A, or else let's say B. And accordingly, I'll open the right presentation for you. Amazing. A lot of people are already saying B, so I'll just open the appropriate presentation. So can you hear, see me, and see the presentation, all three perfectly fine? Type in the word yes in the chat box, please. If everything seems proper, perfect, type in the word yes for me. Amazing, cool. So now, Vishnu covered all this, so I'll just start from my slide. Okay, perfect. So guys, for the very few people who might not know me, or maybe majority of the people who don't know the context of my story, I'll just summarize in a minute, okay? 2008 is when I started my entrepreneurship journey when I was 19, and 120 crores is the ad budget, marketing budget we managed in the last 2 years from our marketing agency, which uses AI very extensively. Because of that ads money that we spend for our clients, they generated 340 crores in revenue. And one of our biggest clients are Fire Chain. It's $1 billion company valued at $1.5 billion. When they came to us, they're valued at approximately $40 million. And now they went through $1.5 billion just in 9 months after onboarding with us. We did end-to-end marketing for them, including Instagram, Twitter, and a lot more. And I was featured on Times of India at the age of 19 for making good use of Instagram and generating 80 lakh rupees in 2019, right? In 2019, 2018 is where I started my journey, and 2019 is where I got featured on Times of India as a 19-year-old kid making 80 lakh rupees in 6 months. At that point of time, it's more money than I could even imagine, or my whole family, extended family, could imagine. So I immediately dropped out and pursued my digital marketing as a full-time opportunity. In fact, I gave a Joe's talk after seeing some more success in India, and it went on to be the third most watched Joe stock of all time in the language Telugu. And now you might be thinking, Avinash, great, I understand you, but what is the link of you being a digital marketing, agency owner and AI? I'll let you know. Okay, my AI businesses alone, including my digital marketing agency, where we use AI in every single thing what we do, we generate 25 lakh rupees per month in revenue every single day. Sorry, every single month. And when I say I can teach you something about AI, I've been there, did that, saw some successes, implemented things, and teaching you. So now, if you are excited to learn AI from someone who is doing AI day in and day out, type in the word yes in the chat box. If you're super, super excited to learn from someone who is making money in the same industry, type in the word yes in the chat box, please. So last year, we closed at 4 to 5 crores in overall revenue just from my AI businesses, not other businesses that are not into AI or relevant to AI. So yeah, cool. Honestly, every single one of you could safeguard your career and 3x your income potentially using AI in the next 12 months if you know the roadmap and right mindset. Roadmap is something that I am going to give you in the next 3 hours, full of awareness, and mindset is something which is on you. You have to have a right mindset to make money online and to be successful in life. Sundar Pichai or any successful entrepreneur or CEO in the world are not there because of their skill set. Absolutely not. They were CEOs and they are CEOs and entrepreneurs and successful because of the mindset. Sundar Pichai is not the best coder in the Google. Satyanadella might not be the best engineer in Microsoft, but still they're CEOs because they have the leadership qualities and the mindset that is required to be a CEO. How many of you agree that MS is more important, mindset is more important than SS, which is skill set? Type in the word MS in the chat box if you agree with me. If you absolutely agree mindset is more important than skill set, type in the word yes for me. For example, let's take the people who are studying in USA despite struggling there right now. They have the right mindset to go outdoors, to go to other country, do whatever they can with their time and their money and just doing it. It's because of the mindset they went there and doing something. There were people who settled over there when people were not even interested in going out of India. So that is because of the mindset they have at that point of time to go out of their comfort zone and make something for them and their family. So that is what I'm talking about. Mindset is not about becoming a CEO. Mindset is about going out of comfort zone and doing something which is different from ordinary. Just being extraordinary is also having the right mindset. How many of you agree with this? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you absolutely agree with the statement that I just gave. Now, if you stay till the very end, guys, you'll get 15,000 rupees of bonuses, including a certification that will make you an expert in the industry. And all the bonuses, if you're a business owner, someone with the career gap, someone, a student, a working professional, anyone, you could be anyone, this bonuses worth 15,000 rupees, including certification, could instantly value 25% more value to your career when you place this on your resume. So how many of you are here for certification plus bonuses? Type in the word 15,000 in the chat box and let me know. I would love to see how many of you are here truly want to be a certified AI and ChatGPT expert. Amazing. Guys, let me give you one mindset line and end the mindset for now. Okay, because I feel mindset is more important. That's why I'm giving you the mindset. Let me say you're just 1 year away with AI. The money you want, the marriage you want, the family you want is directly going to be determined by AI in the next 12 months. You might be thinking, Avinash, why in the world are you comparing my family with AI? Like, what is the link between my family, my wife, my kids, my husband to this AI thing? I know you could think like that, but let me tell you, the world we are living in right now is bad both in political terms and economic terms. Every country, almost 10 to 15 countries, are actually fighting war as we are speaking. Like 6 countries are actively doing it one-on-one basis, and there are 6 more countries supporting the 6 countries. And the moment one of big 4 or 5 countries in the world, like US, UK, or India, supports any one of them directly, we are going to have a world war very soon. If that happens, economic crisis will definitely happen during the war. Although I feel that could be very far-fetched, might not be possible, but the repercussion of few countries fighting war could be seen in rest of the countries. That is what we are seeing politically in a bad environment. And economically, this is direct right now. USA has more debt in the history of that particular country than ever. It has now more debt than ever. UK has more debt than entire GDP. People who are in right now England or London or UK would know how difficult it is to live there and the country's economic crisis right now. And when UK, US, and China are facing economic crisis, it's very normal for other countries to see the same economic crisis. And when economic crisis happens, job layoffs are inevitable. And when job layoffs are inevitable and people are losing jobs, who will be valued more in the marketplace? Companies will be forced to replace 10-member teams with 3 to 4-member teams, and the one who have AI in his or her skill set will be valued more, because that particular person could do the work of 2 people, 3 people, 4 people at times, because he could be more productive because of AI. AI will make experience redundant, because someone who is valued, someone who is 4 years of experience in Python will not be valued in front of a person who is 1 year experience in Python but uses AI vigorously. So now, how many of you agree that AI could be that skill in your arsenal that could save your job even in the toughest of toughest economic crisis? This might be the harsh statement that I gave a couple of minutes back. Now, how many of you agree with the statement that I just gave? Type in the word yes in the chat box. But I'll also ask you one more question, right? So imagine there is person A, 1 year of Python experience with super AI knowledge, uses ChatGPT and other AI tools every single day. That's person number one or person number A. Person number B, this guy is super experienced in Python. In fact, 8 years experience in Python, but doesn't use AI at all. He never even touched ChatGPT. According to you, who will be valued more in the marketplace in 2026? Type in the word A or B in the chat box. Let's see. Like, we have a lot of IT professionals in the room. You guys say me, who will be valued more? Someone with 1 year experience but uses AI every single hour of his work, or someone with 8 years of experience but doesn't use AI at all? Who will be valued more in the marketplace in 2026? Absolutely. 99% of you say it's A. And that is what I'm talking about when I say AI is going to make experience redundant. Yeah. Let's quickly move and get to the next topic. Before we move to the main topic, I'll just quickly say that this masterclass is an awareness program that will take you from 0 to 1, right? This is like a tip of an iceberg. If you want to explore more opportunities to work with us, partner with us, and continue your education journey and upskilling journey, we have a next level program which we're going to talk towards the very end. If you're interested, you maybe can explore about that towards the very end. We're not going to talk about that during this masterclass, only towards the very end. Okay, cool. So now, this guy Peter Schiff is the one who predicted 2008 economic crisis. And he is the one who is now predicting 2024 US recession, which is super probable according to him. You could watch the masterclass, his podcast. According to American economy, the UK and Japan are already in recession. And according to, I don't know the, yeah. So according to this guy called David Rosenberg, one of the top economists in the world, he says USA has now 85% chance of recession in 2024, and that's the highest probability since the great financial crisis. And when I'm talking about this recession and all, I'm not creating the hype. It is everywhere. All the people with a lot of knowledge would already know that. So now, let's get started. With that context and mindset being on point, let's go talk about AI. How many of you are super excited to learn about AI? Type in the word AI in the chat box, please. Type in the word AI. Let's see how many of you are super interested and pumped to learn. I hope you have been on your, on your desk right now. Write this down. AI is an algorithm or a software that thinks like humans by mimicking human brain. That's it. That's all, guys. It's just a piece of code that thinks like human by mimicking human brain. On a surface level, of course, it doesn't still go understand brain fully, but on a surface level, it understands how humans think and how human brain work. So that way it could just mimic our human brain to be able to answer all of our questions. That is AI. Centuries back or decades back, I would say, humans invented AI because we humans don't want to do uncreative, redundant, and boring tasks. So we invented someone to do these uncreative and boring tasks. But the irony of the century is AI is not only doing those uncreative tasks, but also doing super creative tasks and strategic tasks that 85% of the humans are not capable of doing. AI is creating logos, images, videos, creating VFX, doing data analysis of a very complex things, and all right now, right here in front of you and me. And that's the irony, guys. We invented it to do uncreative tasks, but it is doing creative and strategic tasks that 85% of the humans can't even imagine to do. Yeah. Yeah. So that's about AI. So how AI works, pretty simple. We have a foundation model that is, piece of code or a math that mimics human brain. That's it. To this foundation model, we dump a lot of data. The data could be in any of the format that was mentioned, and that data go to foundation model, and foundation model will understand the patterns. Once it understands the content patterns, then it will be able to do all the human tasks like question and answering, sentimental analysis, information extraction, image captioning, object recognition, and instruction following. So this is how AI works. You might be thinking, I'm a business owner. Why should I understand this? Give me 10 tools that could make my business great, make my business better. It will not work that way, guys. You as a business owner need to understand how AI works in the core so that you could use or maybe ask your people in your company to use AI by teaching them how the whole backend works so that your front-end usage of AI will be much more strategic and productive. If you are a business owner, understand the importance of backend understanding. Type in the word yes in the chat box. If you absolutely agree with me, type in the word yes in the chat box as a business owner. If you're a business owner and agree with me, type in the word yes in the chat box. Amazing. Cool. So now, why you should care about AI? Pretty simple. As a business owner, if you see 7 businesses, world's top 7 out of 10 businesses in the world are actually using AI, building AI, are in fact feeling FOMO because of AI. And if these guys are going all in on just one technology, which is AI, which never happened in the history of humanity, one technology, 7 or 8 companies or 4 or 5 companies at one point of time going and investing just on just one technology, that never happened in the history of humanity. And that is happening right now, right? Think about it. If big businesses with billions of R&D budget, billions of dollars of R&D budget are doing something that says something, right? Yep. So now, one statement that ruined my entire mind for a few days is this. Sundar Pichai comes out and says AI is a bigger paradigm shift than electricity. Think about it for a second, guys. Think about it for a second. Electricity is the basis on how we humans are living right now. From the air conditioner that you are using, from to the light fan, everything is because of electricity. And Sundar Pichai, CEO of one of the most rated companies in the world, Google, he comes out and says, hey, AI is actually bigger than electricity. If you now understood the importance of AI, type in the word yes in the chat box. If you're 100% convinced that, man, I get it, AI is huge, I have to be in it, or I will be redundant. If you agree and understood the importance of AI already from just this one statement, type in the word yes or 100% in the chat box. So now let's go. Guys, what is ChatGPT? We understood what is AI, the definition on how it works. Let's understand what is ChatGPT. So if you see how AI works is, let's take Instagram Reels as an example. The next Instagram Reel is being predicted to you so that you are more likely to watch. The algorithm of the next Reel prediction is AI. Same with Amazon recommendations, Netflix recommendations, TikTok recommendations. Every recommendation system works on this simple thing, AI. So what happens is, Instagram uses their own apps users' data to predict the next best reel any user could watch. Same with YouTube. Maybe YouTube and Google's data they'll use and they'll do. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram data will be used to predict reels. Amazon data for Amazon predictions, Netflix data for Netflix. 15 years back or 10 years back, when OpenAI wants to do something huge in the space of AI, they thought, if AI is this powerful when the data is just limited to their own app and their own users, how powerful AI could be if I could literally try an algorithm on every single web page on the internet. If everything on the internet is being fed, if everything on the internet is being given to that algorithm that thinks like human, how would that be? How powerful that AI could be? And that's exactly how ChatGPT is out, guys. ChatGPT is a large language model that has been fed with every web page on World Wide Web to think and mimic human brain so that it could answer every single question we humans have to help us do better work. That's it. ChatGPT is a large language model that has been trained on every single web page on the internet that can be legally crawled so that it could answer every single question we humans have eventually to do the best work that we could do in our life. That is the ideology behind ChatGPT. Guys, how many of you are writing things down? I insist, guys, write things down. You will think that my brain will remember everything. You will not remember 2% of what I said in next couple of days. So write things down. Type in the word yes if you're writing things down. Yes, I am fast. I'm actually very slow, guys. People might be feeling like I'm super slow, but for the people who are writing, I know how fast I am. But yeah, perfect. Cool, guys. Cool. Thank you. Let's go. So now, how ChatGPT works. You understood what is ChatGPT. Now let's understand how ChatGPT works. Give me 5 minutes and you're going to learn some amazing things about ChatGPT on how it works that will put you on the direct world's top 1% when it comes to AI. Are you guys up for it? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box. See, ChatGPT or OpenAI has an access to an AI supercomputer. In that supercomputer, they run this program called Transformers. Transformers is nothing but an artificial brain that doesn't just mimic human brain at a surface level, but it goes little more deeper and mimic human neural network activity. You know, neurons are the that take daily life. The more neurons you get, the better your life would be. Your brain is nothing but neurons. Neurons each other and all that. So your brain is neurons. How that neurons work is the exact thing ChatGPT transformers, basically transformers wants to mimic, and they successfully did it. Best part here is the irony, I would say, is transformers was invented by Google, open source, and ChatGPT took the transformers and built something on top of it, and then outpaced Google and outcompeting Google right now in the large language model space. So now, getting back to transformers, transformers is an artificial brain, in a piece of code that mimics human neural network, not just human brain, but human neural network, which is much deeper than a surface level AI works. This is better than what AI can do. Basically, it's just AI, but little more deeper version. Okay. So now, transformers is just an artificial brain. To this transformers, they dump in large amount of data, which is World Wide Web. They crawl every page on the World Wide Web that could be legally crawled, and they'll feed to transformers. The whole objective of transformers is just to listen. No answers needs to be given. No questions will be asked. It needs to just observe patterns. Two types of knowledge will be understood here. Knowledge that is factual, the tallest building in the world, the capital city of India, all that factual questions, it will just remember question answer kind of a types. All the pattern observation kind of a knowledge, where the knowledge is just observing patterns and connecting dots. So it will just observe trillions of patterns by doing a lot of experimentations and get to billions of conclusions. Those billions of conclusions are nothing but parameters. And then unsupervised learning is where no questions asked during this process. It's just brain dump of energy. So when this dump of energy happens, it will just try its level best to go through every step of the way and get to fine-tuning step. So fine-tuning is the process where it will be tested. ChatGPT is being tested with hundreds of engineers at OpenAI. If it passes to the fine-tuning step, it will teach them during this stuff. It will give them OpenAI will give answers when it is wrong, and when it is right, it will say it is right. So it's basically tuning the whole algorithm they built in a better way, in a way that it gets to the next step, right? All the quality testing, all that happens in fine-tuning step. If it passes fine-tuning step, it goes to GPT-3 step, which is beta stage. It will be given to a lot of developers and all the users. From the feedback, they get to the next step, which is instruct GPT. ChatGPT understood, hey, we're super smart, ChatGPT is super smart, but it's not communicating the things it know in a perfect way that humans understand easily. So that's where communication skills training goes on instruct GPT step. Writing down? Yes, type in the word yes if you're writing down. Okay. So instruct GPT is just the communication skills training to be in a very simple terms, right? That's all, right? OpenAI has an access to a supercomputer. Inside the supercomputer, they run transformers which mimic human neural network. To this human neural network or AI artificial brain called transformers, they put in large amount of data, and this large amount of data will be understood by these transformers both factually and pattern wise, and then it goes to the next step. And if it passes in the next step, which is fine tuning, it goes to the next step, which is GPT-3, which is a beta stage. And that beta stage product will be given to users and developers. From the feedback, they realize more things that needs to be developed in terms of communication, and that communication and factual training and all that happens in instruct GPT step. And that is how ChatGPT is out. Now, how many of you understood at least 25% of what I said? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you absolutely understood how ChatGPT works in a roughly. Type in the word yes in the chat box. Amazing. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Cool. Now, why you should care about this ChatGPT. Pretty simple. Verbal IQ of ChatGPT is 155. Can anyone guess verbal IQ of Einstein in the chat box? Absolutely. I don't know. It's very famous, I guess. 160 is the verbal IQ of Einstein. So now, just imagine, guys, we have someone as smart as Einstein as our assistant in our mobile phone, available for us 24/7, 365 days. ChatGPT's verbal IQ is 155 and Einstein is 160. Now, can you imagine when entire world's population who have access to internet has an access to ChatGPT that is as smart as Einstein? What will this mean to the world we are living in? I would love to read your questions and answers, right? What would that mean to the world? Smart world. Fascinating. So we are basically talking to Einstein. Absolutely, someone as smart as Einstein, yes. I can't believe that. Competitive world, dangerous, innovation, kaboom, I don't know what is this, a new world beyond our imagination. Great, man, interesting. It's a warning, a smart slave, AI is just amazing. Better efficiency. Problems will be solved, more money in the world. It's a warning, creativity, super cool, extravagant, danger, awesome, easy to access, destructive, more jobs, super lazy, less mistakes committed. You're all this right. Can I say my version of what it means to the world? Yes. Type in the word yes if you want my version of it. My take is, in the short term, for the next 3 years, people who don't upskill faster with the technology, with this AI thing, they'll be outdated and they'll lose jobs. Short-term job loss, long-term abundance of health, wealth, happiness. Short-term is 1 to 2, 3 years, and long-term is 10 years. For the 1 to 3 years, we'll see a lot of people losing their jobs if they don't upskill. But in the end, it is all for good. Everyone will see more opportunities, more problems being solved. You write me 100 problems in the world right now, including climate change, hunger, and racial discrimination. All those problems, one solution, which is AI. Eventually, all the biggest problems will be solved by AI. But in the next few years, we are going to see the lot of people losing their jobs. How many of you absolutely agree with me? Type in the word agree in the chat box. And if you disagree with me, I don't mind disagreeing with you in a very sophisticated way. Let's simply disagree. Type in the word disagree in the chat box. Absolutely. There is literally not even one disagree message right now. That's what I'm talking about. Great, guys. Let's move on. So now, what ChatGPT could do? ChatGPT could do amazing coding, guys. I can't even stretch this enough. People call me and say me, hey, Avinash, ChatGPT is not working out in a great way for me. And I then ask them, what is the prompt that you are giving it? They say, fix this, write code. Where is the mistake? Fix the bug. These are the kind of 3-4 word prompts people give and say ChatGPT is bad. But trust me, ChatGPT is better than a lot of us. It's so good at coding that an average coder, if used properly, could save 50% of his time. Let me explain you with an example. Can I give you one harsh reality about world of coders in respective of AI? Type in the word yes, because it's going to be so harsh. I need a permission of yours before me revealing that harsh reality. Type in the word yes in the chat box if you're okay me being open to give you harsh reality. Since a lot of people were saying yes, let me give you this. I personally believe 88% of IT professionals in the world, tech and non-tech IT professionals in the world, are basic people. These people get knowledge transfer and instructions from their managers, senior managers, principal engineers, senior principal engineers, from CTOs, CEOs. These are the decision makers in the top 20%. And this 80% follow the instructions of this 20% with maybe 1 to 2 years of knowledge, couple of books worth of knowledge, and using ChatGPT, Google, Stack Overflow. They just follow instructions step by step every single day and get things done. That's it. They use a little bit of creativity though. That's all. How many of you agree with me when I say 80% of the people were basic? This is the ideology behind that statement. How many of you accept this harsh reality in the world of IT professionals right now? Type in the word yes or no in the chat box. Do you all agree with me? I know it's harsh, but do you all agree with me? Amazing. So 80% of the people are not going to make any decisions, are not super smart. So now, you see, ChatGPT, when you say 80% of the people in IT professionals, in IT profession is basic, what you're saying is ChatGPT just needs to be better than all this 80% basic people to be able to replace majority of these basic people, majority of this 80%. It don't even need to be super, super smart. It just needs to be better than this average people. That's all to be able to replace majority of this 80%. And this is not just applicable for IT profession. 80% of the content writers were basic. 85% of content editors, like video editors, were basic. 95% of designers in the world were basic. 90% of VFX artists were basic. And you take any white collar industry, including doctors, lawyers, and chartered accountants, majority of those working individuals in any white collar industry will be basic. That means AI or ChatGPT just needs to be better than this basic people to be able to replace majority of the working force in every single white collar industry. How many of you absolutely agree with this? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box. Absolutely with me. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. And of course, you could type in the word no. Happily agree to disagree with you. So now, ChatGPT could write amazing non-fiction and fiction books upwards of 50,000 words. ChatGPT could summarize very difficult and complex research papers. ChatGPT could write great content, great copywriting. If you're a marketer, ChatGPT could be your savior when it comes to writing good marketing copy. ChatGPT could be your personal tutor, literally teaching you anything from basic, communication skills to non-verbal communication skills to, even rocket science. You could learn a lot making ChatGPT your teacher. Like, trust me, you could literally ask how quantum mechanics work and ask it to explain that as if it is explaining to a 6-year-old with the movie references of Bahubali with the dialogues of Prabhas. It will be able to do that. You could even ask, hey, explain quantum physics as if Kalki in, Prabhas in Kalki movie explains with his movie, dialogues references. ChatGPT will be able to do that. Just imagine how kids will enjoy learning if this is the case. That's what we're talking about. ChatGPT is too good, guys. Tomorrow you could literally video call ChatGPT. Some random AI avatar will speak to you and solve all your problems. Could be anything. It could be your consultant, could be your marketing, could be anyone. If you need a verbal advice, ChatGPT will be able to do that, from communication to quantum mechanics. That's how cool ChatGPT is going to be. And ChatGPT could be your marketing strategist. ChatGPT could be your HR that could automate a lot of mundane documentation and all that activities. Could be your search engine and a lot more. Now you might be imagining, if ChatGPT, one among 10,000 AI apps in the world, could do this much, what in the world AI could do end of the day? Are you guys excited to watch 15 videos that we made in the next 15 minutes that could change the way you think about AI? Type in the word yes in the chat box if you absolutely want to watch these 15 videos that could change the way you think and want to use AI. Yes, Bob. Yes in the chat box, please. Amazing. Let's watch a video that will demonstrate how an AI could transform a text into an absolutely stunning image. Watch this. No video, no audio. Sorry, no audio intentionally. Just watch. Just watch this. Yeah, amazing, right? This is entirely, literally entirely made by AI. A small girl is being aged using AI with a couple of prompts. That's all. This is done in 15 minutes. Can you imagine that? Just in 15 minutes, this all is being done. What was the first word that you're getting in your mind when you realize this entire thing is AI generated? It's so realistic, right? The wrinkles, the eyes, you see the hair, the jewelry, the sari, everything is properly AI generated and everything is properly realistic. And if AI can do this right now, when you compare the effort someone needs to draw this, in a digital iPad or maybe on a canvas versus creating a logo, which is more difficult. Guys, type in the word logo or this, which is more difficult. Type in the word art if you think art is more difficult. Type in the word logo if you think logo is more difficult. Obviously, art like this is much more difficult than creating a logo. So, end of the day, if AI is right now doing this, it could create your logo, it could create your marketing poster, it could create your carousel for your Instagram, it could create thumbnail for your YouTube video, you name it. Anything visual right now is possible by AI, just like that, including complex UI UX screens. I'll show you a couple of UI UX screens for all the UX designers out there towards the very end. Amazing content, guys. I can't even imagine if AI is already doing this, and that is being done. If you are a visual designer, you should constantly upgrade yourself with AI. If not, be prepared to be replaced. That's inevitable. If you are a visual designer and agree with me, type in the word VD in the chat box. VD doesn't mean Vijay Devarkonda. VD is visual design. Type in the word VD in the chat box, please. Hundreds of memes are in chat box right now. I can't even read real messages. From Kuchi Mattapette to Arjuna of VD, everyone is just making memes of everything in chat box. I believe we have a lot of memers in the chat box. Type in the word meme in the chat box if you are a memer with an active meme page that you are just, guys, it is making me feel easy and I'm just going in the flow nicely, steadily. Yeah, keep doing the memes. Amazing. Cool. And the class can't be in Telugu because we people from Telugu, 90% of this class will be empty. So unfortunately, no. So now let's go to the next slide. Text is being transformed into music using AI. How many of you know this singer or rapper, Drake, Canadian rapper Drake? Type in the word Drake in the chat box if you know him. Yes, Drake in the chat.
Yeah. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Be in the dolls, you smiling tonight. Talking to hoes, I'm way too polite. I got a pussy, but gas in my eyes. She tryna fuck by the end of the night. Fell in love with me, on here and ain't right. Buy you things I know that you like. Bitch, I'm a dog, no, I don't bite. Creeping that shit with all of my might. I got a couple of demons I fight. Making these plays, I'm back on the site. All of my diamonds, they black or they white. She wanna know me, I'm keeping it light. I could afford it, had that in my life. Blocking you out, then I'm back on my flight. Keeping it P, I'm pushing this pipe. D12 a demon, I'm running these lights. I can't believe that she fit in them tights. Buying it once, or buying it twice. Swiping this far, don't ask for the price. Texting and rich, she say I'm uptight. I got a check, but I'm earning my stripes. Cheating no pussy like that shit advice. Baby, you know I'm not good at advice. Why would I go if I don't get advice? Taking these chances, rolling the dice. Thought it from nothing, I'm hitting these heights. All because what I be spit on these bikes. Beat a few things inside of my Sprite. Been out of sleep, you in my device. Thought I could trust you in my life. Can't even trust you in the night. If you talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me. Talk to me, baby, you talk to me. me, baby.
Guys, how many of you think this is amazing? Absolutely bonkers. Type in the word yes. Or what's the first word you're getting in your brain right now? What's the first word in your brain right now after watching this? Amazing. Can't believe. Bonkers. Amazing. Oh my god. Awesome. Excellent. Right? Like by the way, the previous tool that image was generated was using Mid Journey. Team, just type in the word Mid Journey in the chat box, and also team, type in the word suno.ai in the chat box. Guys, you could use suno.ai right now to be able to create music from scratch. Number one. Number two, the lyrics that you of this particular song that you listen is generated by ChatGPT. Lyrics by ChatGPT. You could create a whole music plus replicate the like voice of any famous celebrity by this tool called Uber Duck. Uber, like you know the cab Uber, Duck, Uber Duck. So three tools: ChatGPT, Suno.ai, and Uber Duck. My team will be doing that in the chat box. So yeah, so these are the three tools for this. Now, how many of you at least make one presentation every month? Type in the word me in the chat box if you are someone who needs to make at least one presentation a month for your work or education. Amazing, a lot of people. Gamma.app. It is for you all. How many of you? I just want the first word in your brain right now, guys. I have no words to say the kind of presentation Gamma.app makes. People use it in a surface level. Let me tell you the best use case that I use Gamma.app for our AI businesses. You know what we do? No, one of our counselors or success managers, whoever it is, they go on a meeting with the live transcription of Zoom tool on. After the whole meeting, Zoom will give us the summary of entire meeting, including word by word transcription. We'll copy this entire thing and paste it in ChatGPT and say, hey, you heard everything my client, a potential prospect said, right? Give me the text for 20 slide proposal for the same client, analyzing every side and all the other informational, contextual information you need already given on top. Task is what we say. ChatGPT will give us word by word that we need on in each slide on the presentation. We copy the answer from ChatGPT and do the minor changes if we need any, and put it into put it into Gamma.app and get a presentation, personalized presentation proposal for every single client of ours in under 10 minutes. We'll just put word by word text, slide by slide one, this slide to Gamma, and we'll make a presentation in under a minute for us. Minor changes, done. That's it. We send the proposal. Even that is automated. So now we use Zapier integration, which is very complex. Don't try to do all this. We'll just insert, copy, paste it, whatever the transcription in Google Doc. And then towards the end, we'll have a dashboard that gets us Gamma app automatically. Everything else is automated by Zapier. You could do this manually also. but we did it with Zapier automation. Can you just imagine this, guys? Do you think this is an amazing use case for you if you are a business owner? Type in the word yes if you think this is going to be an amazing use case for you all. You could be in a meeting with your own client. You could literally turn on your recorder and transcribe this entire meeting into a text, give it to ChatGPT and make a presentation on it and impress your boss like crazy and get promotion. How many of you think doing basic things like this could give you a better hike and better, better visibility in your own company? Type in the word yes in the chat box as a working professional if you agree with this. Type in the word yes in the chat box. Amazing. Thank you. So now, AI is not just about presentations, it's also about movies. Can we explore how AI could be integrated in movies? Because I know a lot of people are into multimedia and VFX in this particular masterclass. So let's just see how AI is going to replace a lot of movies. Not movies, but filmmaking.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Guys, this shot alone in this video, if people like SS Rajmouli want to do this shot without any VFX, it would costed them approximately a couple of $1 million or 5 crores, something like that for this shot, just for this shot. And obviously this shot plus a lot of scenes included, it could cost them approximately 50 lakhs to 5 crores upwards, something like that. You could do this with $5 right now, literally $5, 300, 500 rupees. Just imagine, compare 50 lakhs with 500 rupees. That's how cost effective filmmaking is going to be. And every video you're seeing here right now is generated by AI with some prompt. And the name of the tool is Sora.ai. And that's why movies like Hanuman Kalki used AI very vigorously and made blockbusters out of it. Yeah, that's what AI is doing. So now you might be thinking, Avinash, great, but how can I make an actual movie or an ad film at least that could actually mean something? These are good, but they don't mean anything. They're just bits and pieces. Can we make a whole movie together with AI? Absolutely. I'll show you a video on that as well. Guys, how many of you think the TV commercial you just saw on screen is better than 99% of the TV commercials that you're seeing on television these days? Type in the word yes. Entirely generated by AI. Script of this particular ad is by ChatGPT, and the music is done by some tool called Suno.ai or something like that. And then the main video part of it from scratch is done by Runway ML. Team, just type in the word Runway ML for everyone's reference. Runway ML from scratch. So now you guys say me, how much time someone would need and money someone would need to make an ad like this? I would feel a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000 because post-production, pre-production, getting the dogs, getting the set, everything would cost a brand $10,000 upwards. And now it is being done with a basic person in front of the screen for under $100. That's not 10x faster, not 1000x faster. That's 10,000x faster approximately and 1000x cheaper. Now in the future, why will brands do things manually? Instead, hire an AI artist, hire an AI visual guy that could do something like that. Yeah. So we'll show you one more video that could just be relevant for VFX artists. Yeah. Guys, for the very few people who didn't get this, the one in the down, the video in the down is actually the original video. The video on top is actually manipulated by AI. The lady is just replaced with AI, not AI, a robot using AI in a moving 2D scene without use of any green screen at all, with a tool called Wonder Dynamics. With a click of a button, it's as simple as drag and drop to replace anyone with anyone in a moving scene right now. Can you imagine how many days a video of 30 seconds or 60 seconds like this would be required to do that, to be done by VFX artists? How many days or months a VFX artist would need to do exactly this? Can anyone guess randomly? Can anyone guess randomly? Maybe a VFX artist, if you're a VFX artist, guess it. It minimum, in the worst case, takes 14 to 28 days, and now it's done in 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. That's the difference we are talking about. That's the difference. Yeah. If you're a VFX artist and fully convinced that AI is just going to replace a lot of VFX artists and fully convinced that you have to upskill AI without any question, type in the word VFX in the chat box. As a VFX artist, let me see how many VFX artists were there in this masterclass. Amazing, guys. Perfect. So now let's watch one last video in the video space, in the AI video space. Guys, in the future, people with basic VFX knowledge sitting in their bedrooms and bathrooms with basic computer would be able to make Bahubali or Kalki or Avatar level VFX. How many of you agree with me? This is going to happen in the next 1 to 2 years. Type in the word yes in the chat box if everyone could relate to me. If everyone could agree with me, type in the word yes in the chat box. Seeing this, guys, and the tool name is Runway ML. Again, Runway ML is like the huge thing in the space of AI right now. If you are a visual designer or someone into video editing, VFX, have to check this out. Runway ML. Team, just type in the word Runway ML in the chat box. Yeah. So now, How many of you are coders out there, guys? Like, I know you might be waiting. Avinash, what's for us? You talked about coding a lot in the beginning. What's in for us? Okay. Type in the word Git in the chat box if you know what is GitHub. If you are a coder and know what is GitHub, type in the word Git in the chat box. Type in the word Git in the chat box. Let me see how many people know GitHub as a coders.
I think we always have to look at the unchanging between versus the inevitable. So an inevitable is 41% of all code on GitHub right now is AI generated.
Wow.
To 6 months. ChatGPT can pass a GLUE level 3 programmer exam and it will run pretty much on a MacBook or a phone.
And that's this year?
This year, right now.
Yeah.
There are no programmers in 5 years.
No programmers in 5 years. So those of you with kids who you are having, with Python lessons and so forth, maybe it's instead helping them to understand how to ask great questions or give great directions or prompts.
I think we always have to look at the unchanging between versus the inevitable. So an inevitable is 41% of all code on GitHub right now is AI generated.
Wow.
To 6 months. ChatGPT can pass a GLUE level 3 programmer exam and it will run pretty much on a MacBook or a phone.
And that's this year?
This year, right now.
Yeah.
There are no programmers in 5 years.
No programmers in 5 years. So those of you with kids who you are having, with Python lessons and so forth, maybe it's instead helping them to understand how to ask great questions or give great directions or prompts.
I think we always.
Yeah, I played it twice intentionally so that everyone could understand. This guy is Imad Mustaki, one of the most respected CEOs in the space of AI, with thousands of developers working for his company. He himself comes out and says this: 80% of the developers are, in fact, there will be no developers in 10 years is what he says, right? So the logic behind his conclusion or that statement is 41% on GitHub, after 6 months of release of ChatGPT. This video is shot in June of 2023. ChatGPT is out approximately in December 2022. Just 6 months. By that time, 41% of all code on GitHub, all time is AI generated. They either use GitHub internal AI or ChatGPT just in 6 months. If AI generated code is 41% in GitHub, which is approximately 10 years old in 6 months, how crazy growth is it, guys? Just crazy. And this was said by GitHub themselves. And that is the reason why he believes in 10 years down the line, everyone will be a coder. Everyone could just develop their own apps, making no one a coder. If everyone is a coder in the world, if everyone can code and develop apps from scratch with zero coding experience, then there is no coders in the world. If everyone is a coder, there are no coders. That's the logic behind him. Although I think 100% of coders being replaced is just very far-fetched, but I personally, with my experience, I don't have as much as Imad Mustaki's experience, but I believe 80% of the jobs eventually in the next 5 to 7 years could be replaced with some other job roles where AI is needed more, like prompt engineers, AI managers, AI testers, quality, assurance in AI ethics. All that people will be, taken in a very huge chunk. How many of you agree with me? If you are a coder and agree with me and agree with Mustaki, Imad Mustaki also bet, type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box, guys. Someone is saying, my job is gone. My job is gone is the tune that he messaged that in. Got it. Yeah, anyway, let's watch one more video. You might be thinking, Avinash, I don't even know who Imad Mustaki is. How can I trust him? Okay, I got you covered.
I'm going to say something and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program, and that the programming language It's human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. I'm going to say something and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program. And that the programming language is human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. I'm going to say...
So now, what do you guys think? He is the CEO of world's most valued company right now, if I'm not wrong, NVIDIA, and he's Jensen Huang. How many of you absolutely agree and relate with Jensen Huang? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box. Everyone. That's what we're talking about. I don't have words to even add when people, legends like this comes out and says something. So now, let's go. You might be thinking, okay, this is just in the future. Absolutely not. This is not the future. This is now. I will show you one example of a tool that could be replacing a lot of people. That could be replacing a lot of people already. Just see this.